break this all down, Republican Senator from Pennsylvania, Pat Toomey, is here. We'd like to know, what do you think will come out of the First in the Nation primary? Who's going to get that extra ticket or two to South Carolina?
Well, thanks for having me this evening. It's very hard to say how this is going to turn out. Certainly Donald Trump has been consistently polling around 30% for a long time. I think it's very likely he ends up around there, and that's probably going to be first place. I do think that Marco Rubio, whom I'm endorsing, is going to finish in the top tier of candidates and will do very well. And as far as the rest goes, it's not clear, but New Hampshire does have a way of winnowing the field, and I suspect that'll happen after tomorrow.
It sure does, Senator Toomey. How damaged do you think Senator Rubio is going into this final vote, given what happened on the stage on Saturday night with Governor Chris Christie?
Yeah, I don't damaged at all, to be honest with you. A couple of things. First of all, it's interesting. A lot of pundits tried to make a big deal out of the fact that Marco repeated himself. In government and politics, often that's known as staying on message. Secondly, Marco had the best fundraising performance across the country of any debate by a factor of 3 on Saturday night. So the people watching were obviously enjoying what they saw. And here's the other thing. His fundamental point is exactly right. The fundamental point was Barack Obama hasn't been a terrible president because he was a first-term senator who couldn't get anything done. He got everything done that he wanted to. The problem is it's disastrous policy. So Marco's absolutely right about that. I think the substance of his message is very, very strong, and I think he's going to do well.
All right, so let's listen to that soundbite. In case if you at home didn't see the latest GOP debate this weekend, certainly missed out on this.
You weren't even there to vote for it. That's not leadership. That's truancy.
And when I'm elected president, this will become, once again, the single greatest nation in the history of the world, not the disaster Barack Obama has imposed upon us.
That's what Washington, D.C. does. The drive-by shot at the beginning with incorrect and incomplete information.
Chris, your state got hit by a massive snowstorm 2 weeks ago. You didn't even want to go back.
Oh, so, wait a second. Is that one of the skills you get as a United States Senator, ESP also?
Eminent domain is an absolute necessity for a country.
What Donald Trump did was use eminent domain to try to take the property of an elderly woman.
He wants to be a tough guy. He wants to be a tough guy.
How tough is it to take property from an elderly woman?
Let me talk. Quiet.
So, Senator Toomey, you have these candidates going back and forth. It's clear the rhetoric is heating up with just a few hours